Hey, y'all ever have any oddball jobs growing up? I grew up around a pretty rough crowd, and we all had different things we did to earn money. You know, back in the day, I used to go around and do what they call chicken flipping. I was in the newspaper for chicken flipping one time, and what I did was I'd go around neighboring farms in our town and the surrounding towns, and you know they have chickens. Well, they only wanted the chickens for the eggs, so I would get all the baby chicks and I'd buy them from them for $0.25, and then I'd put them in a cardboard box and I'd take them into town and I'd sell them chickens for $1. And that's how I made my spending money when I was coming up with my chicken flipping. And I got another buddy of mine. He would ride around on his bicycle, and what he would do is, if you had your bicycle too close to the road or your lawnmower or something like that, he would nab it and he would sell it, and sometimes he would sell it back to the same people that he had gotten it from, and they didn't mind paying because it was always cheaper than going and getting a new bicycle or a new lawnmower. But he would always bring it back and we would all go with him, and that way it's a little intimidated a bunch of bad little 12-year-olds come into your house looking a little thuggish. It's kind of creepy, and now that I'm older and I think about it, them folks need to get offside the road. But yeah, I had another buddy of mine. This is back when we got older. We was in college but there was a fella that got hit by a car, little Timmy, and he had to have his leg amputated. And he had buckets all around town, you know, help little Timmy get a new robotic leg that he could walk on, so he didn't have to have his wheelchair no more. And it was probably 10 or 12 of them buckets around town where we all worked at the Dairy Queen on the night shift. And what we did was we swapped little Timmy's bucket out for our bucket. Now we left little Timmy's name on the top, but this was somebody else's idea, not mine. But all the money we collected, we would split it up, and we would buy beer, you know, because we was in college and we wasn't making a whole lot of money, and we needed beer money. And little Timmy got his leg. Now he had already had 2 good legs, and this was Timmy's 3rd leg, and it was just as big as the other leg. Now I said I wasn't gonna tell this story because my wife don't much appreciate it, because she's friends with little Timmy's wife. Now, little Timmy is the preacher down at the First Assembly Church of God, and they already have some bad feelings because, you know, our women can wear makeup and pretty dresses and stuff, and well, you know what them women look like. And well, it's not. There's a give and a take. You know, they all have that cinnamon bun on top of their head. But what they do is, as they get older and the wrinkles in their face, they got this thing they put on top of that bun and they crank it a little bit more. And what it does is draw all the wrinkles up out their face. So you can't tell if they're 20 or 50. They all look kind of the same. So it ain't a bad deal, I reckon. But I imagine when they let that bun down, they probably look a little bit like a Chinese Shar-Pei in their face. But I'm not sure. I've never seen one without their bun. I just know that they look younger as they get older, and I think it's because they put that thing on top of their head and they crank it a couple times, and they all look happy and surprised, or like you just told them something they couldn't believe. Like, I don't know, depends on where the wrinkles is coming from. But anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with here nor there. Anyway, what I was talking about was, I also had another buddy of mine. Now they had this thing. There was this young lady down there that wanted somebody to go to the prom with, and a buddy of mine took her to the prom, and she couldn't see too well. What it was, she was blind, and she wanted someone to go to the prom with, so they got to knowing each other, and you know, went out on a couple of dates. What he'd do is he'd dress her up, and you know that old website, people of Walmart, well, they used to pay for pictures. And he'd take her to Walmart and, you know, take pictures of her, because he would dress her up in a way that would make good money pictures for the Walmart, people Walmart website. And they paid a lot of money for some of his pictures. But he would take her shopping and stuff, and they had a good time because she enjoyed spending time with him. And she had some of them old dark black glasses where you couldn't see her eyeballs, but I imagine she was all, I don't know what's up on her there. But anyway, he would take pictures of her, and she would try on new clothes, and really she didn't. She would take the shirt off, and he would hand her that same shirt back, and she would put that shirt on, and he would tell her how pretty she looked, and she didn't know no better because she was blind. And when he went to the cash register to ring it up, what he would do is he would buy some bubble gum, and it boop, boop, and she thought she had a whole new wardrobe, but really all she had was a bunch of bubble gum. And then she would go home and try on all these dresses and stuff, and he'd tell her how pretty she looked in this one and that one, and she would be taking one thing off and putting the same thing back on, and she didn't know. It was all fun and games because we all lived together, me and my buddies, and she had a good time, and our rent got paid. That's all we really cared about. And then her daddy found out, and he got kind of mad. He did not appreciate that. When he was pushing her around in the wheelchair, taking pictures and stuff, I had noticed a couple people looking at us, and I didn't think nothing about it. I thought they were thinking, what a nice group of people, enjoying the moment, taking pictures with this handicapped woman. But come to find out, her daddy ended up going to jail because she wasn't even handicapped and she wasn't even blind. Now, I don't know what he got mad about because we took some pictures. I think it's because he didn't come up with the idea first. But anyway, we used to do some weird stuff for money. But, we was just having fun, living life. Oh, here comes the red light. Look, I'm going to have to let y'all go. Y'all have a good one. I'll holler at y'all later.